ASIS has meant that we can do what I want to do in the marketplace. And for my particular company, what it's meant is the ability to stop struggling with all the complexities of my company that my competitors have and be able to work and focus on the people aspects and the customer needs.
Oasis Digital was able to build an extremely complicated piece of software that was very sort of finely tuned to automation services needs, and there really wasn't an option for automation service that does all the things that ASIS does.
One key benefit that automation service receives from ASIS is that it is their system that their competitors don't have. And so they can offer certain capabilities like rapid, accurate quotes, reliable, repeatable delivery dates, that sort of thing, that are very, very difficult for their competitors to keep up with. And in a market, that helps them deliver the most for their customers.
When one of my production workers comes in the morning, the first thing they do is they're logging into ASIS. They want to see what work do they have to do right now. And throughout the day, they check their schedule. This is very vital to ensuring that they're working on the most important tasks right now. Other key aspects that ASIS provides is it provides the work instructions. So you can have an employee that may not be as familiar with the task. It may have been a while since they've done it. The work instructions will automatically come up. They can refresh their memory and ensure that they do it right the first time.
We've got a system created where we can track where everything is, what status that part is in, since we are a remanufacturer, quantities, locations, types of parts, and even then processes that apply to those parts are all integrated into what we call a product ID.
Barcode tag, which we'll affix to a container or to the parts, is the identification of that part. On there is a barcode. We have got scanners that are hard connected to the computers. We also have portable battery-powered scanners. And with these scanners, we're able to locate these parts, whether it's to a container in the warehouse, it's a workstation. It doesn't matter where we send it to, we're able to update not only the location, but its status. That in the end gives us a record.
ASIS understands that each product automation service sells is comprised of many individual parts, and it can aggregate that part usage data over a long period, such as a year. That makes it possible for automation service to accurately forecast and then optimize for efficiency based on how many of each individual detailed part they're likely to need over the coming time.
ASIS system automatically creates what we call more work. When a part goes low in inventory, it'll hit a trigger point. We say, okay, we need them to process more. ASIS automatically goes and sorts those based on the urgency of need. The most urgent need is on top. They will take that item, create the work order, retrieve the parts, and process them based on the instructions.
The detailed work order tracking makes it possible for automation service to more accurately track and then predict the costs and schedule involved in everything they sell.
The ASIS system does provide the ability for us to track how long the production tasks take. It keeps that history for us. That's important for a number of factors. One of the things is it allows us to get positive information for costing. How much labor are we putting into the parts? That's real-time information that we're able to use on the accounting side, but also at the same time, I'm able to use that information to use as a benchmark for how long it's taking to do work.
The other components of ASIS, the quoting and the shipping and all of that, you know, that's with a lot of other companies too. But we can even add our own unique touches to that also. Most softwares out there are just not going to take you to that extent.
It's really instrumental in what we do.
With the magnitude of the different parts and instrumentation and control valves that we here at Automation Service process and remanufacture, trying to imagine doing that work without the utilization of the ASIS system, I don't know how that we could do it at the level that we do it today.